Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Tarot Spinning. My name's Kathy and today we're just going to do a pick a card, and I'm going to pop some of these oracle cards out and we'll see which one this reading's about. Oh, and while I've got you at the beginning, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, please, or either or, liking or subscribing. So it really helps the channel. Seeing it's in its baby stage, where it's just in its infancy, just helps the channel with the algorithm on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind, that would be great. Appreciate that. Okay, 2 to go. I'll cut it. So don't trust 2 popping out instead of about 10. Okay, there we go. Rightio. This deck is called The Shaman's Dream. And have a look and see what this is for reading 1 we're doing at the moment. See what one we get. Big spin, that one. Right. This one. It is card number 30, and it's called The Horseman, the Herald of Change. So, one of the horsemen coming in, the Herald of Change. Just going to have a quick look. Fairly new deck, so I'm just going to check I have read them, but I can't remember them all yet. Yep, good news, Herald of Change. Sounds good. Let's throw some tarot out and see what else we can get. So, the Horseman, the Herald of Change. So, it's good news. Sounds good to me. Okay. Rightio. First card out we have is the Four of Wands, the Lovers, and the Empress. So, straight away there, it looks to me, this usually is depicting the home. And or celebration. It can depict marriage, engagement, and with the Lovers here beside it, I'd say if it's not you yourself that's thinking about or has just gotten engaged or is about to get married, there's someone around you or you're about to get some news coming in about this situation. And just being the Empress there, I sort of really would like to say it won't be, it's a general read, it won't fit everyone, but I just about would say that someone's pregnant because she's holding her stomach there and it looks very obvious that it's pregnancy. We've got the Ten of Cups, the Magician, and the Page of Wands. So, Ten of Cups is all about good, happy times with the family, perfection of the human heart, so it's very, very heartfelt and happy, sort of joyful time. The Magician, just saying that you're capable of doing and setting off down this track and into this new way of life, and if you have got a baby coming and it is first time parent, you're going to be quite okay with taking it on and doing it. That's for those people that this would be in alignment with. If it's not a baby, it can be the birthing of a new gateway in your life, a new path opening up in your life, because we have the Page of Wands sitting here on top of the Empress, and in this deck especially, it always looks like it's the Fool with that little knapsack on his shoulder, and the path is beckoning him with the cat up there sort of pushing him to follow. So to me it looks like it's a new way, a new relationship. It could be a friendship, and this also could stand the lovers if it's not, if someone's in a union and it doesn't seem to fit this reading. The lovers can also mean a choice. So there's a choice of two, which way to go, you know, A or B. So it still is a celebration. Something to do with the home can be, the home can be, it doesn't have to be your home exactly, it could be just where you live, but there's a lot of celebration or a lot of good news, seeing that this is the herald of change and good news coming in. Just sort of reiterating there, just in case there's a bit of, you know, trying to make the shoe fit a few different feet. But I would, yeah, definitely going to get news or hear about someone getting pregnant or something about a baby. There's definitely, just keep looking at that stomach. And then you've got the family card, the magician saying that you can do it and you're going to be able to handle it all if you're having a second child and you're a bit worried, any of that sort of thing. But being this new path beckons, I'd say some of you it's a first time or it's a brand new experience what's coming. I'll pop out a few more. I'll just use this other deck to see what else they've got. For reading one, please. Any more to add? Or any more messages for reading one, please? Oh, that'll do me. Just leave them down, I'll get them in a sec. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and Judgment. Just on top. Queen of Wands is, it can be a fire sign, but you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be a fire sign in this. I'd say it's more to do with, it's fairly quick, a bit of quick decisions being made and a little bit of, like I said, to do with the Two of Pentacles. I'd say the money's balancing up. I dare say it's definitely not up or down. It's more just trying to get things balanced there with that money. And the Judgment card is waking up to a whole new day in a whole new way. So, which is what this reading was really running with, that energy of that, the herald of change and the new change coming in. Four of Swords, Strength, and Temperance. So again, you've got the Four of Swords is a little bit of TLC. You probably have and are doing quite a bit, I'd say, at this point, or about to be doing a lot. So they're just saying to sort of watch your energy levels and make sure you rest up when you can and take care of yourself, because you'll need your strength, because the strength is right here beside it. So you're going to need to keep your strength on that level where you need it to be. You need to rest on and off, and the balance. See, so if you read that across, you've got you're needing to rest to keep your strength up, and the Temperance is that balance card. So you're trying to balance that all out and make it sort of sit right. Four of Cups and the Chariot. So the Four of Cups is leaving that energy behind. That energy is finishing off, and it's not going to really be playing out too big a part now, because the Four of Cups was a bit of disappointment. Well, the Chariot's moving on, and you've got the Horseman, which is the herald of change, and you've got the Chariot there as well. It's pretty well just it's just reassuring that card is, you know, it's pretty well just stop talking now because I can't even get the words to come out. To me, it's just saying that card is spot on. It's just like a duplicate of it. I can't get my mouth to, my words to come out. Sorry, guys. I'm having a tongue-tie moment. Just laughing away. Ten of Cups again. Hierophant, which is a big gateway in life. That's the Five of Cups. And the Fool. So again, it is definitely a whole new beginning, or a whole new way opening up for you guys. The Four and the Five of Cups. There's a little bit of disappointment here on some level. There must be some little bit of emotion that comes in. with this change, and like with any change, there's probably a small part of you that will miss or will look at something that this is never going to be the same again. And that's just acknowledging that those feelings are valid, but the overall reading is all positivity. You've only got these two little chinks that virtually say there's a little bit of sadness with this change. But like any change, and it's quite a big change, any change, there always is that little bit of melancholy, that feeling. And then there's the Fool, which we were speaking about, the Page of Wands being like the Fool card. Well, there is the Fool. So just another, just reaffirming again those cards and saying that yes, it's a new path and a new way of moving forward. So, okay guys, I'm going to grab you out. One more message for use. Reading 1. What message? There's one card I'll leave there. I'll cut these now. And we'll pop them out for a quick spin. And see what messages we can get for the last little bit of the read. Okay, I'm going to take them both. It's fairly well on that line. Okay, we have, that's the one that fell out at the end. Prosperity, a generous business with riches and success. So if somebody up there, there's a prosperous business, or there's prosperity in the business with riches and success, so that's a good thing for change, or good news coming in. Manifesting money and income, Trinket 5, so again, that's reaffirming both those, reaffirm each other. And then we've got perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. So if you have been struggling and have been working really hard, know that your ships are coming in. Put it that way, your boat's coming into the harbour. It's just a matter of persevering and just keep on keeping on, you know, keep your head down and keep moving forward. That's it for you, reading 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now. Hi guys, welcome to Tarot Spinning. My name's Kathy and this is reading 2. We're about to do reading 2, and this deck is called The Shaman's Dream. It is a fairly new deck. I will probably, I know some of them, but I might have to look the book up for a couple, so bear with me. Me and my shuffling, I know. Even I find it hilarious, but not. Okay. Okay. There we go. Rightio. While I've got you all waiting for the spin, can you please, would you mind liking and or subscribing, because it will help the channel, being it's in its infancy, and just helps the algorithm on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate it. Thanks very much. Rightio. That card. Many Masks, the Authentic Self. It's card number 38. And I will just have a peek to see. Let me sit with it for a sec. Okay, it says the authentic self, emerging internal allies and a conscious shift. So, sounds pretty exciting. Many Masks, the authentic self, for reading 2. I really think we need many more by the looks of them flying out. Okay. We've got the Six of Wands, the Empress, and the Four of Wands. So, bit of generosity given or received. Looks like it's being given. Like you're receiving it, it's being given to you. The Empress is birthing either a real birth, or it is birthing of an idea, or the Mother of the Tarot. It feels like this with many masks, the authentic self. It feels like you're actually like sitting with yourself and thinking things through. It's a bit of inner work on some level with this many masks, the authentic self. And the Four of Wands, a bit of a celebration. It can be in and around you, wedding, engagement, housewarming, because it's the Four of Wands is to do with the home. It's harvest, so it's harvest time. Feels more like harvest to me with this particular one. Seven of Wands, bit of responsibility. The Three of Cups, that's celebrating again, and the Knight of Cups. So, with the Knight of Cups sitting on that wand card, I definitely would say that it's somebody's housewarming, someone's engagement, somebody's birthday, somebody's wedding, somebody's commitment, whatever ceremony. There's something, because that's news and information coming in around love and hearts, because these little hearts or bubbles coming out of his cup. With this Three of Cups is another celebration with some friends. It's usually to do, you know, the redhead, the brunette, and the blonde. It's like you and your the three different choices of people there that you've got in and around you, like friends and happy times. The Seven of Wands is sitting on the Six of Wands, so that's the victory card, and then the Seven of Wands is the responsibility of winning that, whatever it was, whatever the victory was through or with. There's a bit of responsibility, and being that the Making Mask is up the top there, it's all about personally you and all the different masks you wear throughout your day and your week as you run around in your life, like we all do. And one mask is the lover, one mask is the mother, one mask is the best friend, one mask is the business person or the career person. There's many masks you wear depending on where you are and what you're doing. And they're asking for you to sometimes in life is to take all the masks off and just sit with you, with the real you down inside, your real core. And the feeling with the card comes back to me that, we'll see what these cards say and I'll see if I'm right. But I've got the Seven of Pentacles. So here's the Farmer's card, is working towards something. So there's ongoing work, I'd say, within you would be the Farmer's card. There's the Sun. Who doesn't love the Sun? And again, you've got the Empress with the stomach. And here in this Sun card, in this particular deck, she's pregnant, the girl in this card as well. So if it's not an actual baby, some people it could be and would be, it is the birth of a new idea or a new project or birthing something in. Then you've got the Emperor, who's with the Empress. You've got both of these guys here, the King and the Queen virtually, of that Major Arcana deck. So the Emperor gets what he wants. So it's very strong energy, that it's very mindful. Like you're going to be very mindful about the situation. The Five of Wands and the Magician. So we'll play through to this with the Five of Wands. It's definitely about it's sort of brainstorming, and it's a bit of conversation, but there's a lot of pulling it apart and re-putting it back together and re-talking it over, and what about this, what about that, how about this idea, and it's brainstorming. It could be a little bit of bickering going on, but it's not too bad. It's just energy's running a bit crazy there, because being a fire, being a wand, it's a fire energy, so it can get a little bit fiery. But the Magician's sitting here on the Emperor, and it's saying that everything you're going to go ahead and do, or what you're going to step into, or what you're going to be doing, you're going to be in control, and you're going to be quite comfortable in your own skin. The mask that you're going to put on, or the next mask you're going to use or wear, you've done it before. It's definitely been a past life, past somewhere. You've done it. It's definitely been done and mastered by you before. So it might be new now, but it's not going to be... You take to it like a duck to water, this direction or this thing that's coming in, the way you're going. You take to it really really quite quickly, and it's like a comfy old pair of shoes. Once you put them on, you've walked a mile in them before, so it just feels normal to you. You don't have to worry. Even though there's a little bit of worry around it, there's not too much worry to go. But anyway, I'll get back to thinking about these cards I'm shuffling. What else can you tell us for reading 2? Any other messages for reading 2, please? Reading 2, reading 2. Even though it flipped, I don't think there's any more. Any more for reading 2? Right, that's heaps. Okay, pick these up. Okay, I've got the Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords. So there's that brainstorming going on. Nine of Wands is a little bit flogged, feeling a little bit overly worked, like a little bit of a long journey. It's taken a while to get here, and taken a while. It feels like a long time to get here. Maybe it's more than one lifetime. But the Queen of Swords is the brainstorming and working things out and going over and getting it the way you want it to go. And the Knight of Pentacles is the Knave. He's the Page. The Knave is the Page. Sorry, I have to think about it for a second. It's a different deck, so I'm like, no, Knave, Page. Page of Pentacles is a bit of information and news coming in around abundance and around money or income or generosity, because you had the Six of Wands up the top there, so it could be generosity in and around you. And there's the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the 2. So with this little spread across here, Six of Pentacles is that's the Six of Wands, so it's a bit different, but it's still a 6 on a 6. Six of Pentacles is, that was the victory card, and I said before it was generosity given or received. Well, here it is on top of it, is the generosity given or received. It's definitely coming your way. There's been a bit of fear about the balancing of this money. So when this money comes in, or this money does balance up and start working itself out, there's the Eight of Pentacles. So there's the master, like the master and the apprentice. So the Eight of Pentacles is working towards learning a craft to make money from it. The Knight of Swords, so news and information coming in pretty quick. The Seven of Swords, so Ten of Pentacles, there's the money. Five of Cups, the Judgment, and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's slow, but it's solid. That's the moving of that money. It's slow, but it's solid. And there's the Ten of Pentacles, which is quite good money. Benefits the family, can be inheritance. It is just a big amounts of money. It can be bank loans, the home. It's usually money involved in and around the family or from family. Five of Cups. It's a little bit of disappointment. We're sitting on the Knight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I still would read it as, it's just the emotional body comes and goes, I think, when it comes down to all this thing, whatever's going on with this inner work and moving into all this energy that's coming in. The Judgment's waking up to a whole new way and a whole new day, and a bit like, again, that Five of Cups just feels like to me that there's a little bit of, it's a little bit of melancholy. It's a little bit like reading 1. There's just this part here that's got the same vibe there, that when the change comes in, even though you're quite happy to go forward and go into all that change and into all this inner work and wearing a different mask and moving into a different, you're sort of putting on a mask that you think you haven't worn before, but you have. And there's a little bit of sadness, and the sadness is just a little bit of, even though the past is finished and you moved into a new direction, you take a moment to pause and look back at the old direction and you mourn it a little bit. It's a fairly natural thing to be doing, that you mourn the past, that life's finished and you're moving into a new life. So there's a bit of this, a little bit of that emotion that sits down underneath. It's one of these masks that you'll put on and wear. You'll sit with that energy just on and off. It'll pop up and bubble up. And when it does, you just have it, you know, wash over you like water, because at the end of the day, it's just an emotion because of the change that's come through and come in. So, but judgment comes back to waking up to a whole new way of life, and it's really solid. All this situation and everywhere where it's going and the direction it's moving in, everything's really solid. It's really built on solid ground. So I'll just pull out those little minis to see at the end. Right, you had the King of Pentacles. Well, that's just reaffirming that Ten of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. It's quite big money, quite a solid investment, or quite a solid... You could have sold something and got inheritance, because it can be family money. I'm not sure, because it's a general read. You're going to have that, whichever shoe fits, sort of thing. You've got justice, so it's going to be in your favour. This money will work out. Whatever's going on with any of the money deal here, it's a bit higgledy-piggledy, but it's working out. There's the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups again. Do we have the 10 here somewhere? I probably put a card on a card on a card, but anyway. Good ending anyway. The positive note at the end there is the Ten of Cups, so that's good for the family. Good news for the family, or good news for the situation, because that's... it's virtually like a celebration. There's a rainbow with all the cups on it, and everyone's like... You can see them in the picture. It's very tiny, but they're cheering and they've got their arms up in the air. And this Eight of Pentacles is... like the master and the apprentice. So you're mastering, or you're going into, I think, whatever mask you're going to put on, whichever way you're moving into this, you've definitely done it before. It's nothing new. It might seem new this lifetime round, but you've done it before. It's an older skill that you've done before. So to me, it's just... I don't even have to talk about that one. It's just 100%. You can see it fits. It's like the mask she's wearing looks like her real face, and that's what you're going to be doing. Is you know this energy really well. King of Pentacles, Justice. Yep, really good. I think the whole thing's looking like a little bit of emotion here and there, but it's coming through as quite a good reading, with the new movement moving forward into this different, like I said, it's different, but it's not. See what else we can get from the Making Magic. Earth. Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So I'd say to ask, you can ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos, but that's that Cup card. And when any of those feelings come up, when any of that energy comes up, like that little bit of nostalgia or melancholy, I would, let the tears drop, let them fall, and let it wash over you and let it go, because you're moving out of one phase and into a different phase. And it looks like with all the cards that we had, the endless cards here, that they definitely have. You've got quite a lot coming up and quite a lot going on, but you're going to just walk through, and yeah, it's not going to be too hard for you to do, being you've done it before. So thanks for reading 2. I'll stop waffling on and I shall go. Bye for now. Hi guys, welcome to Tarot Spinning. My name's Kathy and this is reading 3. We're doing reading 3, and this is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Dog barking in the background. And we'll just shuffle these cards and put some out to get what this reading's about for reading 3. Reading 3, reading 3. which was good. Okay. Let's have a spin. And while we're spinning, I'd just like to ask you guys to please like and or subscribe for the channel. Seeing it's in its infancy, it just helps the channel with the YouTube algorithm. So if you could do that, I'd be very much appreciated. This is our card. Okay. Sorry, I have to look at the cat. I'm just laughing at the look of the head on it. Joyful Muse, Inspiration. And that's card number 33. Joyful Muse. Let's have a quick peep. The gift of play and the inner child. So, by the looks of that cat's face, it's just, you can't help but laugh. It's got little butterfly wings on its face. That little cat. Let's chuck these up. Okay, reading 3, please. We've got reading 3. What would be the message for reading 3? Okay. Okay. Joyful Muse, Inspiration. Alright, we've got the King of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So, King of Cups here is very much the emotion and in the emotional body. The Four of Pentacles being sitting on the money foundation, sitting in this particular deck. He's definitely sitting on the chest filled with the money, and he's got his hands holding down either side of it, clamping it down. So they're virtually sitting on money and not very happy, not very cheerful. Then you've got the Seven of Swords. Well, the Seven of Swords is usually something sneaky, something a bit not very nice energy, but it can also be the theft of time, the theft of energy, the theft of items, money. It can be something to do with actual things being stolen from you. Or I'd say, looking at this one, it's your fear of that. There's a fear of someone or something around you that's stealing from you, and it could be taking any of those things from energy to your time, to objects, to money, your own generosity. But we'll put some more cards out and see what we get. There's the Lovers, Six of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So, straight back to the Lovers is either a best friend, a partner, a romantic partner. Sitting on the King of Cups, it definitely there's an emotional connection, but general read, I don't want to say exactly which one, because it would depend on everyone out there which way it's going to fit. Six of Wands is a victory card, so there's a victory card coming in over that Four of Pentacles. So whatever was a problem with money, or whatever the money was being stagnant, there's the victory coming in with this couple, that it's going to go their way. Five of Swords is a little bit of talk, gossip. Things can be said that are a bit hurtful. There's always that little witch here with her hands over her face crying. She's had her feelings hurt. She's had her heart crushed a bit. But we'll put out some more cards to see what that's to do with. We've got the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, lots of wands, and the High Priestess. So, a new beginning and a new path opening up, and a bit of information and news coming about this new path and the new way it's going. And the Three of Wands is expansion. You're standing on the cliff here watching your ships are coming in. They're waiting, but they're coming into the harbour, so they're on their way. And the High Priestess is usually to do with a bit of intuition, dreams, gut feelings, and generally she's sitting really solidly at the table here with all her own personal power. So anyone or anything in the background there that has been chatting on or any nasty little comments, she's going to be sitting there like that with those comments. She's going to take no notice. There's the Sun coming in, the Four of Wands, the Tower, and Strength. So at the end of the day, with this part of the read, the Sun's come in and it's shining down on what was a little bit bleak at parts there at the beginning, this first bit of the read with the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. It was a little bit dark energy, like as in gloomy, dark cloud energy. And then you've got the Four of Swords here, so it's a little bit of respite, a little bit of relaxation. And this looks like to me that's bringing in, been waiting for the Muse to come in, which is the joyful Muse and inspiration, the inner child. So this is the feeling of that card where things have been quite dark and stormy on some part of your life. There's been a cloud hanging over a part of it. And finally, the Sun's coming out. And like any kids did back in the day when it was school holidays, etc., the first thing you could think to do was to just race off and play with all your mates and go and have some fun, swing on a swing. And this could be something that you might want to do now if you get an opportunity to have, if anyone invites you. And it can be, the inner child can be playing a musical instrument, painting a picture, crafting, making anything, because the little cat here, as you can see, it's got the violin and the paintbrush and all the paint. Clay, I see somebody with clay, playing with clay and making something out of clay. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It's just a matter of going into the craft shop and walking around until something takes your fancy. And I would outwardly say, we're going to flick some more cards out, but I'd say 100% go and actually do that to bring a little bit of that inner child out. Probably something that we don't tend to do very often is to go back into play, like into a play mode. And it can be done through creativity, so it's not so... That candle's gone out. Ew, that's just a bit bad. I won't play with it now. We've still got one going. I don't want to play around with it now because I'll lose my track, so back into this. And there's the Tower moment. So this joyful time coming out and the rest needed. In amongst it all, there's quite a big Tower moment that's going to come in around your life. So it's quite a big change coming in. But there's the Strength card to virtually say that you're going to have the strength, and it's not a negative change, it's a positive. Any big change, sudden big changes, I always have a little bit, just takes a little bit for the dust to settle because it's come out of nowhere. But in amongst it all, I would say that if and when you do feel a little bit fatigued or a little bit too much is going on, try and find out how to get back into the play side of things, to have a bit of lighten things up a little bit if things get a bit tense and a bit full on. Okay, reading 3. What else can we get? Any more messages for reading 3, please? Way too many. Oh, hang on. I've lost. That one has to come out. That one's up the right way. It's like it flipped over. The others just flew, but not. Any more messages for... That's it, for reading 3. Okay. So then, from the Tower and the Strength to get through the change, again we've got the pregnancy, might actually be a pregnancy, but it also could be birthing a new idea or a new way. And then you've got the Ace of Wands, which is all to do with birthing, gestation. It's the same card on that card, so to me, not the same, but I mean it's got a similar message inside of that card. And then we're going to go to the Two of Cups, which is a union, usually the artist and the muse. So sometimes, and there's the Moon, Sometimes there can be someone that comes in around you that asks you to go and do some arts or craft, or to go and do a course, or to come and learn something. Take the opportunity. If you can do it, go and do it, because it will be, it's in the positive side of things, being it's the overall message for the read. The joyful muse, the inspiration might come through a friend, because there's the Two of Cups, which is the artist and the muse, which is odd, but hey. Then there's the moon. Do keep an eye out for the mystery side of things. The moon being dreams, intuition, sort of synchronicities. When there's any synchronicities or anything that's a bit signs and symbols, anything that goes on that you sort of notice, and you don't brush it off. Take note of it and look into it a bit further, because there could be something that comes through with it all. You got the Knight of Swords, which is some news and information coming in. It's a message card. Nine of Pentacles, which is a little bit of money and a little bit of luck with money. The Hermit. Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so definitely going to, if someone asks you to go and do something and you think, go and do it, because I feel like there's something that you are going to be learning, because this is the Apprentice card, and it's usually learning a craft, and once you do it, you might be way more talented than you realise, that there could be something that they're trying to show you that you didn't know you possess this talent. And then there's the Three of Pentacles, which is all to do with creativity, and it can be decorating, like it can be doing home decorations, painting, and it doesn't mean that you're doing a building at your house or anything, but it can be that you're decorating some part of your house, or you're going to put a certain look or a touch to a part of your house, that you're going to paint a mural on a wall, or you're going to plant a garden out with certain coloured plants. Like there could be so many different things that can happen, but sitting with the Hermit and sitting on that moon, a bit of meditation and a bit of going within. So again, if anything pops up out of left field, something that you don't usually think, it just pops up, something a bit odd, it feels like something a bit different, take some notice of it, because it is a message from your guides or your angels, whichever way you look at it. And we'll get the last little minis out. The Magician, so you have all the tools on the table and you're ready to go ahead and do anything you need to do, or go and start doing. You've done it before, or you will be really good at doing it. It's like a hidden talent that you didn't know you had. And there's the Two of Cups again, which is the artist and the muse again. And the moon, back to that. I still keep getting the feeling that you're going to get a sign, it's all to do with, it's a bit mysterious how you find this course, or how it gets shown to you, or how it comes about. There's a bit of mystery to it. So okay, we're going to go on to the Making Magic cards now for any more messages from Spirit, please, for reading 3. Any last words for reading 3? One more message. That one can stay. Okay, that's it. I'm stopping right now. That's it. No more. It's me and my flicky cards. Okay. It's the first two I thought, no, I'll just put them out. Okay, we'll see if we get one of these two. Seeing I'll put them out first. Nope. I have to go both of them. Okay, we're going all of these cards. Let's go. Okay, fairy magic, of course. Respectfully work with the fairies and the elements to achieve your goals. So, could have something to do with fairies. You never know. Star, the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. So again, star, look for the star. Spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. That's what they're going to be looking at. That's what these moon cards, going backwards and forwards over that moon and that hermit, that's who's going to actually show you this situation that's coming up to do with this creative stuff. The inspiration will come through from them, but there's definitely going to be something. I feel like there's something that you're going to, oh, and I walked into the, and I walked back out, and then I went back in, and then I saw some, and it's all like this, it's like a story is being told of how it all comes about, but it's a cool one. And then you got Earth. Ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability and strength in times of chaos. Well, that's just a generally good read to remember whenever you're stressing, to ask for some stability and grounding and strength from Mother Earth, from Mother Gaia. So thanks, reading 3. Hope you got something out of that, and catch you all again next time. Bye for now.